Omen, and glad to see it's Vanity, man.
Yeah, we were talking about how quick the TP is. It feels insane. On the other side of things, though, Valen, he's sticking with Astra, Dan.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about this. Those gravity wells, the cooldown increased 25 to 45. Same with Nova Pulse. The size of the gravity well is smaller now. Like, these are huge nerfs to Astra. We're not even talking about the fact that she only has 4 stars.
Yes, but the great thing about it is that obviously it's the guard. They're going to have a reason. They believe that in whichever way that they are playing the game, it's still strong for their strategy. So looking forward to seeing that argument from them. As we get the opening pistol here, Cloud9, they are 1 map down in this series. They're losing Bind, I think fairly decisively. It was a decisive win for the guard. So Cloud9 looking to start off strong here with this pistol. And they start off with Leaf poking around that Sheriff, but doesn't find anything so far.
And yeah, you could see right now, the guard is moving around the map actively, and they used that recon just now at the B site to now stack A for the next couple seconds. But Cloud9, they're just trying to feel out this setup, trying to figure out what's going on, and trying to create a little bit of misdirection before they come to this A site.
Yeah, so the Hero's Knife found both the Omen and the Sova on Gelato. That's a lot of info. Ooh. The drone's coming through, and they're using it as a fake.
Yeah, the guard has no idea what's going on. Cloud9's bringing this spike all the way to B right now. Leaf is almost in this site, and this Sova's all alone.
What a great fake, and Leaf picks up the kill against Trent with ease. Great working of the map there, and we'll go into that more in a moment. Now that we have the retake effort coming through from Cloud9, they need to be fast on the pace. They're trying to get across. Great angles, though, between Vanity as well as his teammates, Mitch especially. And there's no way in here for the guard. Just completely smashed on these timings.
Great round by Cloud9, and such good misdirection, like you said. Saya player can get 1. But for the first time in this series, then Cloud9 has a lead.
Yeah, just playing off of the 0 point, right? Because, you know, you have this knife coming in. So it just shows you the adaptation. Cloud9, they responded in large part from the fact that both their Sova and Omen got tagged in Gelato. That's really suggestive that they're setting up. Whoa,
I missed, did you see that?
Yeah.
I totally missed that the first time. What is that?
I don't understand. That's just amazing. I love it.
I didn't even realize he got a kill when he did that. What?
By the way, good on the fly calling from Cloud9 so far. And they've got a setup now. Cloud9 pushing... Oh, sorry. The guard pushing B main with 3 players. And this A site is completely for free.
Wow. Cloud9's so quick to react there. And, you know, this site is lost very early. I think we can use this time to talk about the difference between, you know, Astra and Omen. We haven't seen an Omen in a long time. These Omen mains at the pro level, they could tell you what any size shoe on any model because they just know one-ways everywhere. Like that one right there at the door. You expect to see one-ways all over the map right now from Vanity. And with the new smoke timings coming faster, you might see ones that you've never seen before at the start of the round.
Yeah, and it's great work so far from Cloud9 to really make the approach pretty impossible. This angle is just really really painful. Like I'm trying to find a way to explain how awful it is for the guard to walk into Vanity's angle there, but he even gets the wallbang as well. Great start so far for Vanity on these wallbangs, and it's going to be a pretty clean round from Cloud9 here. 4 players staying alive. This is the start they were looking for.
Yeah, I think there's an emote that describes Vanity's spot. Nurge. That's Nurge. Yeah, that's the one. But Vanity taking the stinger. Okay. Taking the stinger into this bonus. Okay. Never mind. He's gonna get rid of that.
And the setup for the guard is worth noting in terms of Killjoy utility from net is moving around from round to round, and now it's all stacked on this B site, which is where we have Cloud9 sort of leaning heavily at the start, but at the same time, a forward aggression here in mid, and it might be blown up a little bit. Side player's been left deep. He's got that dash, and the drone needs to be broken for him. Trent needs to try to break the drone, but it doesn't.
Spotted him.
They have to burn the dash because of that. He's stuck in pieces. They know it. They know it. They're going to try to punish it, and they get it. Cloud9 able to punish the setup early here in mid, and they may be working from this even more. What's the response here from the guard? They're down 4 against 5 again. They've got great stats in these situations, but Cloud9 looking to play the advantage as they split to A.
Oh. Jonah shuts it down with the molly. A Trent's found in mid by Zeppa, and now they know only 1 player's on this B site, and they're immediately rolling back off of Cat.
The adjustments from both teams in the mid round here. Very quick pace to this. And Zeppa trying to hold on to this market position. There is the peek. Get some info. One player B stairs. And he's also seen one in spawn. That's 2 of the 3 players. They know where they are, which allows them to easily walk into the A site.
Mitch now trying to help out his teammate. They need to get this spike to the A site. So Vandy lends a smoke over to tree, and that's finally going to get this spike over here.
Now this one again buying some time, making sure that the guard cannot progress here whilst that spike gets planted. And playing 2 around hell now. 1 gen. This will be very difficult for Jonah P and Net, but in they go. Trying to see what they can find here. It's all about the timings. Jonah P just missing a timing there. There's a catch though on Zeta, but it is a bait. And they can spam through the bottom, and that's a problem. Net going for the drop, and there's just too much there. Great finish from Cloud9. That's 3-0 for them.
Ooh, Vanity gets both with the Spectre. Hands up right there. Okay. And Cloud9, they are responding back on their map pick exactly how the guard opened up their map pick. This is such a cool matchup to watch. And Cloud9, I mean, they did a great job of just settling into that round. When Zeppa was in market, he spots the player B stairs. He spots the player rotating. The other team only has 3 players left. So simultaneously, when he gets that info, Mitch is walking into the A site. It's just such a good mid-round play from Cloud9. And now again, they're fighting for this A main control. The guard's on eco, so they're going to get it for free.
Nebula going down, or is that a take back? Looks like, yeah, they're going to be a Nebula. They are a little bit thicker these days. And Mitch, meanwhile, finding a curious Sire player towards B main. There's a nice kill coming back from Jonah P, though, around mid. So, God, definitely dangerous in this round. Trent is able to catch a headshot here. That would be huge, but pulls off of the angle just in the nick of time. That's going to allow Mitch more free space here in B main.
Yeah, I was worried about Trent's timing, but Mitch actually slowed things down, and now you can see the guard actually kind of just prodding around the map, and Cloud9 has the timing for this.
That's some damage from Trent. Unable to finish it off, though, in Cloud9. They have the site, and it's about retake now for the guard. And because of their weaponry, it will be hard, but that's a great pick again from Jonah P with this Marshall, causing problems. And one player around Log's position. Zeppa. Must hit shots, missed. And now it's the 3 versus 2, and there are guns. There are guns to be collected for the guard here. And Zeta, he's got to push out, and he does. Finds the timing before they can pick up the weapons. When they're distracted, Zeta strikes. And then that's going to be 4-0 now for Cloud9, building that lead.
Yeah, cold as ice. Zeta just plants his feet and just destroys that 3rd player. Gets the hat trick to end the round. Whew, Cloud9 needed that. They really needed that, just for momentum's sake. The guard has a lot of ult economy to work with, so they're very close to getting a lot of these ults. They have 1 on the board right now, and they're going to take a timeout to think, oh, what's the best way to approach this round? Because they could potentially take the economy away from Cloud9 with a win here.
Yeah, I totally agree, and I have to say, I really love how both teams are.
So yeah, the guard, those ults. Jonah P has, you know, the null command to work with, but typically that's not a very good ult on defense early round. A lot of times you'll see that used to stop executes or even retake a site. So I wouldn't expect them to open up with anything from Jonah P.
And this Omen smokes go so fast. Sorry to interrupt you.
Look how far off the site this Astra is. She's trying to get her abilities to work, but it's going to be too late. Cloud9 has this site, Dan. It's going to be a 5-on-5 retake, and I think we're going to see both null commands used this round.
Yeah, and Vanity has from the shadow, so he can just TP. And it's going to be a quick push, and all that util is actually going to destroy the lockdown. The frag grenade will do its job, and it's a 4v5 here for Cloud9 to try to hold on to this. They don't have much position to work with. Really good stuff from the guard to force them back into these corners. And it's, oh wow, the util game is on point for this retake from the guard. They had to spend, but the spend certainly paid off.
And Jonah P gets picked back up. The downed KO comes back. Team Ace. Only 1 player lost that round for the guard. And it was a cool idea from Cloud9. What they did, Dan, was they used the null command, and knowing the guard has their own null command, they immediately popped the lockdown at the end of the null command. So that way, if Jonah P were to use his, the lockdown's already there. but Jonah P immediately responded with a frag and breaking the lockdown. So the whole thing went the guard's way at that moment, and it was just such a cool back and forth.
And that's definitely one of those exchanges, you know, breaking it with a frag grenade, pretty cost effective. You love that, Field of Guard. And CLOUD9, you know, this could be where the momentum turns. Side player on that operator, trying to be the overlord of mids.
Ooh, that arrow got
nice.
things.
Yeah, and they're going to try to play off of that. They dash into it as they are forced back, but Sire player responds on the other side of the push. And so
no way.
He's just too good. They're trying to trap Sire player, but he's too slippery. You cannot catch this man. And after all is said and done, they've lost 3 players in the attempt. Nice. On the way back in from Valen, and Trent holds on to the last push. Wow.
Oh my god. That was something else. The opening with the arrow we saw from Zeta combined with the paranoia on Vanity and the dash on Leaf. They did everything possible, Dan, to get in that 4-on-5 that we keep talking about. And look what happens. The guard, the best in the 4-on-5s, only lose that 1 frag. That's it. and then all of them go in their way. And now we're sitting at 2-4, and Cloud9 is on the eco.
And there is a conversation about the dominance here that we could see from Sire player on this operator. He's been activated now. The timing is unbelievable. Leaf with the Blaze Storm is going to be able to pick up an operator as well and storm through this tree position with speed. And Jonah P is going to drop onto the site to play committed delay. We'll have to see what he can do with the flashes and the possible frag grenade that's still available. Actually, that is gone. It's just the flashes. Right click over the top. The Zep has already made his way deep. There's the punish, though, from Valen. He's going to try to do what he can, but the trade is in with a stinger from Vanity. And now 2 players for the guard as things settle down into the retake.
Yeah, this is a disaster. No way. He's so close. Oh. Trent is a genius. But it doesn't matter how smart you are in this 2-on-4 against Cloud9. They have such a positional advantage, and I don't know how these 2 players are going to find their way in. They have the lockdown to work with, but do you want to use it in a 2-on-4, Dan?
Yeah, I don't think that they can afford to do that. I think that they might be thinking about damage at this point, just keeping the economy as honest as possible for Cloud9. Cloud9's economy, and this was around where an operator's got picked up from Leaf. So that's a huge win. That's a big swing there. And it's important too because Sire player was dangerous.
Wow, what an answer back from Cloud9 here to get 5 on the board. Zeta ends up falling to the spike. And it's not really that big of a deal. He didn't really have much to work with. And you know, here we have the guard in a scenario after that thrifty from Cloud9 where, you know, if they lose this round, Dan, the half is going to slip out of their hands. They're going to be forced to eco, and they'll likely never be able to recover. This is a very important round for them.
Yeah, and one of the conversations, you know, that I'm looking at is that Leaf versus Sire player Jet dominance. The amount of space you can control with Fear when they both have operators is going to be an interesting talking point. But speaking of which, Sire player opening the round towards this B main position with that operator. Forced back by the recon ping, and we can see the response from C9.
That's so cool. C9 has the double opening. The turret combined with the recon, just so that way when Sire player backs off of the turret, the recon's there. He's probably not aware of it. You have to catch these jets with multiple tricks to get them at the pro level.
And Leaf. An operator dominance from the star duelist. What is he able to find at the dash on top of the generator? Gonna really break the crosshair placement, but it doesn't matter if your name is Net. Holding down the site, the punish is in. Vanity pulling out the flash, but that's gonna whiff, and it's a 3 versus 4 for Cloud9 here. The spike should get planted. I don't know if they can spam him.
2 lurkers on Cloud9 right now, and Mitch's spot. He's gonna catch Trent.
Now the pressure's really on, because they have to pull off 1 player to deal with the flank, and so it's up to these 2 players on site, but they are split between all these positions. They can't focus together, and now it's just down to Valen on the site. They know where he is. Valen trying to play around the Nebula. Very good in these positions, but 5 bullets left. It's going to be tapping now, and there's just nothing left for the guard. Great reaction again from Cloud9. Really stepping up when it counts here on Ascent.
Yeah, this is Cloud9 literally just pulling another trick out of their hat on Ascent, right? Like, they just... these guys have so many plays, and this is where they activate the lurk, right? We haven't seen Mitch activated in this lurk role yet on the attack half. We've seen a lot of grouped hits. This is where we got to see it. He lurks up and punishes Trent on the rotate right when, you know, right when the guard needed that round the most. This round, Saya player on the Bulldog, they have to spend everything here.
Oh no! Leaf able to get the pick early on Trent, and that's an early 5 versus 4 against C9. I feel like we keep going to these statistics again. We kind of highlighted that as a way to frame the guard and how they react in these scenarios. They get the info play on A main, so they've gained something, even though they've lost that initial player. Some information for them. But C9 are moving slowly, Sean.
Yeah, they know they have the turret holding the B push. They have mid control right now with Leaf. And now they're going up catwalk after they've lost their main. But Valen, evening things up. That's so big from the in-game leader.
Yeah, no lurk to worry about now. And here comes the main push. They're going to spot that. There's the timing. There's an angle for Net. And so far, so good. Holding these pushes at bay. And it's a great double from Net. Oh, Vanity's going for the Omen plays here. The TP to B. He won't have much time after planting. He goes to the insta-plant. He's going to hear the running, though. They're close.
That's paranoia. He's taking the fight to them.
Oh, and the double cloud burst is the perfect response. And that's going to force Vanity back, but where is he gone? He's holding the angle, looking for the first play. He needs to peel off after the first kill. The dash comes through, the reset there for Vanity, but it's not enough. Saya player takes the round for the guard. That puts him now to 3 against Cloud9 6.
Wow, it was so well played from Vanity. He knows, he throws the paranoia, Dan. The cloud bursts have to come up from Saya player. This is such a good counter from Saya player. And Vanity knows the players can't hear him. They have near sight from getting hit by the paranoia. So he can make this reposition and feel confident that they don't know where he is. But Saya player just aim diffs him so hard. Oh man, they needed that.
Yeah, that's such an individual moment. Because you take that fight every day, you know, there's that delay after the dash, pulling out the gun. Vanity, he's gonna definitely not be happy about that one.
Yeah.
But look at the mid push from the guard here. 2 players set up playing beyond the mid smoke.
And these guys are walking. That is a bold play that got tons of info right there for Cloud9. Because now they know there's no alarm bot here. There's no vision on this angle. And he's out. He's in the site now.
There are 2 players kind of cut off from the push, though, into the B site proper. However, Leaf has taken that control. How do the guard decide to react here? Failing with that spam. Unable to find too much damage out of it, though. And there are players in B main to worry about for the guard as they retake into this one. Paranoia ready to go as well from Vanity. Oh, that's a snap and a half from Leaf. And that's looking really good here. Prime Gaming Flawless from C9. 7-3. So what the guard did to Cloud9 on that first map, it's Cloud9 stepping it up and showing that they can do it too here on map 2.
Yeah, and they're doing it in every way possible. Just like how the guard looked on Bind, like you said. I mean, every round is something new right now for Cloud9. We had the lurkers activated on the prior gun round. This round, you know, it's Leaf in this opening entry role. They give him the freedom to literally just walk out B. That's so rare that a top team gives their duelist that kind of freedom. And look what happens. He's able to just go into the site with an uptrap dash, finds the opening kill on Trent, and now 7-3, and the guard is saving.
Yep, and you know they managed to get value from one of these save rounds before getting that thrifty. Let's Leaf with that opening. It's such a strong opening with the jet. And look at all this space, just you clear it out so quick. All players close to the door position. I think they may be looking for a timing to go in with a flash or something like that. Actually, looks like there is no flash available for Jonah P, sadly. Oh, my goodness.
Don't need one, Dan.
Wow, what a pixel head angle. You're not really expecting that one. We actually get...
No way. The null command is baited out of Zeppa here. Even though it's an eco, Cloud9 does not want to lose this round.
Yeah, I mean, it's the last round. I respect it. Oh, it's not the last round.
Second last
round. Yeah, okay. Well, it's looking pretty clean here. They're able to use that weapon difference, and they will pick it up 8-3. And I mean, you know, you mentioned it. The null command, not necessarily the most potent ult in their arsenal, so maybe feeling a little bit happier about spending it there.
Yeah, Cloud9 has a lot to work with on this last round. So in hindsight, that was probably the correct call by them. They have a lockdown Hunter's Fury, Blade Storm, and you know, the Omen ult from the shadows. This is just going to be an insane round for Cloud9. I think, you know, Vanity can use his ult to basically be on the opposite end of the map at the same time. So he's going to probably lurk this B side.
And we have that mid presence from both duelists this time, the operator battle. The question is, how deep do you want to go for both players?
You should run.
Play just holding the tiles swing. Oh, the ults, lockdowns either way to cancel one another out.
And this is actually a very forward-thinking play from Cloud9. They're trying to bait out the defensive lockdown, and the off battle happens in mid. Leaf finds Saya player. Oh man, that's going to create an opening in this B site. You can see Cloud9 starting to position for it.
And just the edge of the lockdown there, maybe obscuring the peak a little bit. What a play. 4 versus 5 here for the God as they try to defend this B site. There comes the dash from Leaf. He's got that Blade Storm out. In comes the punish. Takes down Jonah P, but maybe the God can recover that because it's just Zeta and Mitch right now on this A site. So it looks like Jonah P is just going to be stuck on that B site. No res. Hunter's Fury comes through and can't find the finish. And it gives his position away, and that's the round for Cloud9. That is a 9-3 finish. It's a strong finish for the first half. We'll have to see if the God can come back as we switch sides in this second half. Cloud9 has not failed to deliver so far. Excellent showing, and we're going to the second half of map 2. And to remind you, the God won the first map, Bind, in Cloud9. They got a decisive edge here. We'll see if they're able to capitalize.
Oh man, look at this setup right now from the guard, and they're all grouped outside of B main. They have the alarm bot at tiles. I don't think this is going to be any kind of trickery. I think this is an all-out B pistol.
It's definitely looking like that. And I mean, for Cloud9's sake on the defense, they have a lot to defend here between the server utility and the killjoy utility. So this might get slowed down. That nanoswarm, there it goes. The dash from Slayer player, but he goes down straight away. So they can't take the space really all that easily. And they're going to get the way to sidewalk here. So they're trying to force the issue. They've taken heavy losses. Can Cloud9 keep punishing them as they move forward? Still 5 players strong now as the push finally comes through. But great position here from Mitch. The bait, the right click is doing work. The quad kill. Fantastic from Cloud9.
Wow, what a classic round from Mitch right there. Finds Saya player in the smoke, repositions in the site, and it's all so easy. I don't even think any of these guys shot at him. He's just nested up in this little corner. Doesn't even get hit this round. Must be nice. Takes the half shield into the next round.
Yeah, and that's the 10-3 secured, and the edge going into this one. You can see it's a force buy from the guard. They don't want to allow Cloud9 to just get to 11 rounds for free. You got to take some risks here, and the guard are shipping it all in with the Spectre buy.
Zeppa ready with that, the counter 0 point. But look at the awareness on the guard. They immediately step off of A main, and now they're back in A main. So they dodge the 0 point preemptively, and then they're back here immediately. They're waiting for this one way to fade from Vanity. Big fight for Net here, though.
Oh, the bait there. This is like a double bait, the turret, but then the killjoy, and then Leaf.
But now look, now he has the bait. He has his turret to work with. So Ned is actually the favorite in this battle, but Vanity going 1 for 1 does a little bit more damage on Valen. But the site is lost.
Yes, exactly. Like the frag grenade came in to slow things down, but Vanity's already died, so there's no follow-up with the paranoia, and now it's the advantage. This is the force buy, remember, for the guard. They've got the after plant and man advantage. Retake set up through here from Cloud9. Splitting from tree. It's a good opening there from Leaf, and the Cloudburst does cut off any pushes from that main position. Great work spraying everybody down. The guard with the advantage on players, but It looks just like a pedestrian cleaning up there from Cloud9. 2 players left alive. I think they'll be pretty happy, all things considered. But it's going to be force buys back-to-back for sure.
Yeah, that was a great retaliation right there by Cloud9 to win this round. Yep. This is where things get really, really hard for the guard. Down 11-3. You're force buying again. This is where, you know, unfortunately, Dan, there's not a right call. Saving here and allowing 12 doesn't feel good. The 9-round comeback isn't likely. Buying Spectres, also not a good feel either. So the guard are in a really rough spot here, and I think they need this round.
Yeah, no ults for anybody just yet as well. It's worth mentioning. So we have the guards, you know, working middle at the moment. Right now, definitely set up for a B split once they kind of clear some control towards mid. There goes the drone. That's there to punish Leaf. And in fact, Leaf just goes down immediately. The kind of off timing. They didn't expect that at all. And Zephyr with a nice kill right before he falls back, trying to delay with that frag grenade. That will buy time for his teammates, for Vanity to get through spawn to assist. Here comes the push on Sidewalk.
Oh.
Good trades, though, from the guard. Making it happen. Oh, but Vanity! He's found a cheeky moment with that judge to just get in there in the back in the nick of time.
Side player's so low, Dan. These Spectres are looking so strong right now when a player is this low on health.
And here we go. We get another smoke to just make things a little bit difficult. You can drop from that smoke into the site. That's another reason why that particular smoke is particularly annoying. There it comes up. Mitch creating distraction on the right side as Vanity presses the left side with the judge. And now, because they had to respond, they know where he was, but Vanity gets traded at least by Mitch. Now down to Sire Player. The classic is so low. He's so low! It doesn't matter. Sire Player will win the round regardless, and that gives the guard a lifeline.
Wow, I can't believe Sire Player lived there. His little head he was showing. Mitch, though, didn't have enough classic bullets to just keep spamming it away this time, like on pistol round. Sire Player, they needed that so bad. And I think the next... he had no bullets. Look at your face.
I loved how they approached it too. The fact that Mitch was baiting shots so that Vanity could make the play by knowing where the player was when he came out of his dark cover. It's just so awesome to see the levels from these teams. Back into this mid default again. Drone from Zeta first. I don't think we've had the drone from Trent just yet. No, we haven't. So we might get a later drone from Trent. There it comes.
There's really no pressure here on A from either team. And the 0 point getting hit right there on Mitch is actually, again, it's one of those misinformation plays because Cloud9 has 4 players near this B site. And the guard is all over this B side. They're coming this way.
I can see the argument. There is a really good argument for them to go to this side, but Cloud9, as you say, they are so well set up for this. Cosmic Divide comes through, and see Seppa, he slowed it down with the frag grenade. But there's no map control for the guard. They are committed. They have to go in. They have to go in. It's got to count as well. An initial trade, but again, lots of delay. The stack from Cloud9. They're in a good spot to try to get the hold here, but Vanity worried about both sides at once. Has to make the forward play. He's got to get ahead of it, as you can see. But it's a 3 versus 3. Still a player backside. That is going to be, well, never mind. Not Zeta any longer. Up to Leaf. The star duelist gets the 1v1 against Jonah P. And now
so
Net,
low, Dan.
20 seconds. Net's going for the aggressive play. Leaf has a better angle, and he gets the frag! And Cloud9 pick up the 12th round with the Red Bull clutch in the bag.
Man, that is such an insane answer back from Leaf. Whew. The guard actually had the buy diff this round, too. They had the better buy. It was like, now look where the guard finds themselves, Dan. I mean, look at this buy. Look at this buy they have. Oh, Sheriff on their Astra. Spectre on Saya Player. A Sheriff on Trent, who's having a really rough game. One of the few times I've ever seen this young player have a bad game.
Oh, interestingly, Cloud9 have 3 players, 1 off ult, Sean.
Ooh, where does it go? I'm curious. What do they think is most important?
The cat push, apparently.
Oh.
There's Leafy's cat. That's a crazy timing. What a
He's
timing.
got his ult. He's got his ult now.
Yeah, that answers that.
Hopefully the guard is really, really good in these 4-on-5 still.
That is very true. But they don't have... This is the same problem as the previous round. They don't have map control in mid. And they know that Cloud9 know that. So they dropped this ult to kind of suggest that they're going B. But at the same time, they are kind of committed because they have no other map control elsewhere. And they're just going to send it. They're sending it through onto the B site. Ooh. The counterplay is coming through. But the KO...
Judge. He has a judge. Oh my...
This is the play from Vanity. That's the spike. Can keep tight to these angles. Which peak comes first? He's got Leaf covering the other angle. Only has to worry about the one angle. And it's Jonah P against the world, the god, against the ropes. Jonah P needs a magical clutch here. A miraculous clutch. Takes down the first player. 2 more to go now. The Ice Lane is 1v1. 7 bullets. Bazada sprays it on through with the Bulldog. And Cloud9 answer back after that.